Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another show of the Birdhouse Sports Show. As always, this is Sun.
This is Pops, and we got some good news to tell you, and we got a lot of bad news to share with you on the Ravens' behalf. But we're going to get it together. It's early in the season. Let's see how we're going to fix it. We're going to talk about it. My son called me and laughed at me, but we're going to get that fixed on the show today in the Birdhouse.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It was a wild weekend. A lot happened. A lot of great football. Definitely can't wait to get into all the details. But man, oh man, we got to talk about it. I feel like it's only right. It's only right that that the first game that we actually cover will actually be your Ravens. Um, Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, yes. Before we get into the final score, we got to just talk about real quick what is going on with Derrick Henry. Once again, the man lose another fumble late in the game. I'm not saying that this would have caused y'all the game anyway, but it got punched out by Hutchinson. Another fumble, 3 games in a row by Derrick Henry, who, in fairness, man, he was very, very upset, as you can see here.
He's pursuing the football and then is able to punch it out. It was
Yeah, he was pretty upset, and can you blame him? I mean, look at that. You ain't never seen him lose his cool like that. Look, I
No,
hate to, yeah, but but that's without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and bring up the actual score. Man, oh man, I don't know what happened, but Monday Night Football, Detroit Lions come to Baltimore Ravens and beat them 38-30. And to be honest, folks, although it's within 8 points, they pulled it within 8 points. That fourth quarter wasn't this close. The Detroit Lions just dominated. And to insult to injury, if we just look specifically at the Detroit Lions, they had 224 yards rushing. They completely dominated. Jared Goff, because the running game was so great, he had a clean game, 20 for 28, 202 yards, only one passing touchdown. Didn't really have to throw the ball too much because he had a 1-2 punch. You had David Montgomery, 12 carries for 151 yards, 12 yards a carry. And then Jahmyr Gibbs, when you needed him to pound it to the side, pound it to the right, 22 carries for 67 yards. We had 2 touchdowns. They completely just dominated the Ravens defense. This ain't the Ravens defense of old when you had Ray Lewis, you had Terrell Suggs, you got Ed Reed, you got all these Hall of Famers. I don't know what's going on. And then just to add, we just flip it over. Lamar had a relatively clean game, 21 for 27, 288, 3 touchdowns. Passer rating was 148. QBR was only 68. But the biggest issue is Derrick Henry, right? On the rushing side, really couldn't get much going. 12 carries for 50 yards, 1 touchdown, and of course, that fumble. What's your thoughts on this? Because I don't know what's going on. You guys are 1-2. Y'all were the devout favorite for everybody going to the Super Bowl. And look, it's still early. Y'all could change things around, turn things around, and get there. But man, oh man, the way how y'all losing this year, especially with y'all defense look so compromised, I don't know what's going on. What's your thoughts?
my thoughts is sadness. My thoughts is I was with some guys earlier today taking care of some business. You know what I mean? We got to do other things than the birdhouse. And, people was coming at me and whatever. I just wanted to dress up in my Raven gear to show my loyalty to the Ravens. Kudos to the Ravens. It was a bad spot. I felt like a skeleton. You know what I mean? The way they went 98 yards, we had them on the two. It shouldn't have never happened. This shouldn't have never happened. They walked us down like we had nobody. I don't know what Smith was doing. I don't know what the line was doing. We put pressure. All of a sudden, the two-headed monster got going. Then he passed it. We sitting in zone coverage, supposed to be cover two. Then half is doing man. They blitzing and nobody pick up his man when he come inside. Wiggins come inside on the blitz. It was crazy. I was very hurt, very disappointed. But I'm gonna say this to y'all: it's early. Raven fans, keep the faith, keep the strength, keep the belief. Lamar will get us to the Super Bowl. Lamar, I don't know what the thing is with the sacks, bruh. Please stop
Stop
it.
holding on
You
to the
was at
ball.
Louisville. You was at Louisville. You came into the league. You didn't see what you saw. You took off. The league can't handle what God gift gave you. He gave you a gift, my brother. Utilize your gift. You are different than anybody else in the league. They talk that so you don't utilize your Superman skills, your God-given skills. Ladies, I put the Superman stuff on the yeah. Your God-given skills, utilize it. Stop doing all this. Everybody know you could pass now. You don't have to act like you need to pass and build up passing stats. Do both. You are a dual. You're blessed. Don't do this no more, Lamar. I'm talking to you, Lamar. Anybody see this and they could chime into my man, please let them know he is blessed. He's a difference maker. He's more than a game changer, but he has to utilize the blessings he was given by the man above, by the spirits. Utilize your gifts, Lamar. And as far as all these guys on the injury list, we got 92 on the injury list, 53, 23. We got what's my man name? Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so caught up. Likely. I need him back with the foot problem. I need all these cats back. I need us down the line. I need us to get healthy. Because damn sure Detroit look healthy. Detroit look healthy. Whatever that mix up was in game one, that's gone. That is gone. They look like an oil machine. Kudos to them on whatever. But Ravens, let's go. Let's go, Ravens. Lamar, let's go. Defense. I don't know what y'all doing. Defensive coordinator. Get in your bag. If you don't have no bag, come on, brother. You got to find something to do. Put some cats that's backups that want to do it and hit it right. If Smith can't get off blocks, we need to sub him out. Starter or no starter. He need a wake up call because I think his stuff is so guaranteed he could lay off a play. I ain't saying he being laying off like he don't want to do it, but he letting people grab him and hold him and just share the blocks. Sometimes you got to hit him in the face and then get to the hole. You can't just sit and let the man come to you and then block you from the hole because they had the two-headed monster running and then he had all day to throw passes. I'm very, very disgusted with what went on. Very disgusted. I didn't even want to talk to nobody. I took myself to sleep because it was just too much. We need to do better. We will do better. Go Ravens! Let's go, man.
Yeah. No. Nah, for sure, for sure. At the end of the day, I'm with you 100%. Um, like I said, I think they could definitely turn things around. Lamar still had a clean game, so I'll
They're
just leave it at
clean, but
that.
Lamar got to run them
Got to
shoes.
run
They
the
sacked
ball.
him.
Yeah,
Is it 7 times? How many times he got sacked? 7?
yeah.
When
I
Lamar
think
is dancing inside, you could have took off a long time ago. He has the skills. He's different. He's the most different quarterback in the league. Everybody say Mahomes, Mahomes because of the victories. Nobody is Lamar in the league. Nobody. Nobody. Allen got his style. Hurts got his style. Everybody got their style. but nobody got Lamar style.
Facts.
That's a blessing. He got to utilize it. And Derrick Henry, I ain't even get on that. Bruh, get some soul searching, meditate, do what you can, get some rubber, take that shine off your arms, take that rubber off your arms. Because if you can't feel the ball, you can't carry the ball. You need clean arms. No rubber, no pads, no nothing. You need to feel that pigskin. You need
Facts.
to feel that pigskin and hold that ball. And when you about to go in the crowd, two hands, bust through, and then open up. Let's go. That's
Yeah.
Pop Warner, baby. That's Pop Warner. We can't afford it.
Well,
We can't afford it, brother.
hopefully, like you guys can rebound next week and start turning things around. Do some
We
soul
will
searching.
rebound. KC, we coming for KC. We got to make it up. We coming for KC. Damaged or not, there's no sympathy. Detroit didn't give us no damn sympathy. Oh, whatever, man.
It's
Let's
time.
smash that,
It's
bro.
time.
I'm glad we got the Birdhouse together. Just go ahead with that, man.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We did the opposite. We living on two sides of the Birdhouse, and they did the opposite.
We 1-2, but y'all gonna get it together. 3-0
We gonna
Eagles.
get it together.
3-0 Eagles. Fly Eagles fly, baby. 3-0. As always. I'm glad we have
y'all damn wings.
I'm glad we have this show because I've been hearing some crazy talking points from ESPN, other podcasters. People don't know what they're talking about. And clearly, we got the victory here, but it was a tight one. We beat the LA Rams 33-26. Man, it was a nail biter. It came literally to the very last play of the game, a field goal. We'll talk about that more in a second. But it was a tale of two halves. We actually really struggled in the first half. My offense couldn't get going. We were 3-and-out, 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 3-and-out. And I was saying it as I was watching the game, we were super predictable. Everyone was calling for our offensive coordinator's head. The guy literally, it was predictable. You saw 8 men in the box. They knew you was running the ball on the first play. Second play, you're going to run a bubble screen or a screen. They saw it. Like, it's predictable. Third play, they're going to blitz you and then not give you time to probably get somebody on the flat. 3-and-out. Then you do the exact same thing when you get on the field the next time. I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing? Then it was times when it was 3rd and long due to a penalty. And you say, you know what? We're not even going to try to throw the ball down the field. We're going to just go ahead and give the ball to Saquon. Why are we forcing it to him? Everyone knows the target is to take Saquon out the game. This is when you switch it up, switch it to the passing game, then let the passing game dictate how Saquon could be successful in the running game. And that's exactly what happened in the second half. We were getting dominated. I think we were down, 26-7? And you saw Jalen Hurts. I think after the second series in the third quarter, you see him and his coordinator, even though the coordinator in the press conference denied, I don't even remember the conversation. We were just talking. It was nothing crazy. No, y'all was talking. He was like, yo, what we doing? Open up the playbook. When they opened up the playbook, the rest was history. Hit Brown for the long pass, boom, 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 and then wound up hitting Goddard through the middle. It was a wrap, and AJ went off. Just to look at the stats here, AJ probably had, 6 catches total during the season? He had 6 catches for 109, 1 TD, right? 38 yards long. You had Devontae Smith, 8 catches, 60 yards with 1 touchdown. Dallas Goddard for 1 touchdown. He was slinging the ball everywhere. 21 for 32, 226, 3 touchdowns. He was handling his business. And just to show, right, just to kind of highlight it real quick, just to put things in perspective, give me 1 second, y'all. I got to go ahead and shine it. But anytime these dudes connect, I'm telling you, man, it is special. It is definitely special. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, it is special, man, when you see this man connect. Boom, A.J. Brown, push off, boom. I wish I had the other play when you actually see him, you actually get to see him break through, go down the field, man. And then across the Goddard throughout the middle, We just dominated the second half. And then when we did that, look what happened on defense. Rams couldn't score no more. Shut them down pretty much in the second half. But that's because you gave the defense a chance to rest. They've refreshed now. Now they can handle business and stop the Rams. And that's exactly what happened. And we just dominated. Now, before I let you speak, we got to go to my man. Uh, my man, shout out to Jordan Davis. Me and Dad met
Oh
him.
yes, I
Yeah,
would tap that up.
yeah.
I would tap that up.
We got a picture, but I'm not gonna post it on here. Of my son taking a picture with this man during his football camp, and had a great time, man. Great mentor, great,
Yes, had an
very
awesome
humble,
time.
humble guy. I'm actually about to buy his jersey soon. Um, he dominated, man. He took over the game throughout the whole game. They say right now, well, he averaged 20 plays per game that he was in last year. He's
Last year he
doubled at
doing
40.
well 40.
40.
Yeah,
He's healthy. He's in shape. He's handling his business. And then, of course, man, oh man, you know I got to give him some love all day long, man. I got to give him some love. He handled his business. So right now it was 26-27. All Rams had to do was kick the field goal in the goal. We already blocked the last field goal. Smart, Jalen Carter, and Jordan Davis say, yo, let's bunch up together and we're going to rush the guard. 2 against 1. And the moment we get through, get penetration, get the hands up. And the rest was history. Let's go ahead and roll the tape.
Joshua Carty has it blocked
Blocked,
again. The
scoop,
Jordan
and
Davis,
score, baby.
the big
Scoop
man,
and
looks
score.
racing on
All
one
day long,
leg.
baby.
Eagles have
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir. That's how you end the game. That's how you end the game. So my conclusion is the OC, please get aggressive. Please get aggressive when we play next week. Please get aggressive. And make sure we just call these passing plays and get it going early. We play the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers usually beat us for some reason. Let's get aggressive. Let's get it done. On our way to the Super Bowl, baby. Let's go. Go Birds. Your thoughts. Witnessing history once again.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a sportsman. I enjoyed it. I enjoy watching technique. I enjoy watching the defensive linemen. I've enjoyed Carter. I enjoyed Jordan Davis. I enjoyed the way the Philly
Right.
Eagles played. What happened was y'all should have left the first quarter. Y'all should have left y'all coordinator in the locker room. I don't know
Right.
what the hell he was doing. Y'all are too talented for him to
Right.
play this game. And kudos to Jalen Hurts for following the rules. If you want to take us down, you can't point no finger and say, I'm not listening to you. I
Right.
followed everything you said and let you destroy. They
Right.
stacking for Barkley. Why wouldn't you go to your receivers? You got all-star, Hall of Famers coming years to come. And you don't go to them. You just play this patsy with Barkley just to get him off. Barkley will get a contract already paid Barkley. Or we got to use, if not we, let me correct myself. If the Eagles got to use Barkley for a decoy, he's paid, well paid to be a decoy. Hit
Right.
your dogs. Hit your dogs and stop playing this game. Whatever happened in that locker room, whatever happened on the sideline going into halftime, he got the picture. He got the picture. And when AJ Brown spoke on he got dogs. When he went in there, he ain't asked for no book. He ain't sitting on like, where's my book so I can read? Nah, brother, we ain't doing that this year. We ain't doing that this year. You could be replaced just like the last one got replaced, just like another one moved on. Either
Right.
you show production and mix it up, or we don't need you here. We need the train to keep running. I'm gonna just say this for a big man, Jordan Davis can move. I met him as well with my son and my grandson and my daughter-in-law. I don't want to get into too much specifics, but with the family, he's a humble. Family was cool. His friends was cool. Really, the coaches he had at the camp, everything was marvelous. He did an excellent job for the children. Kudos to Jordan Davis. Big time on him, caring and sharing. I got none. I'm gonna applaud him. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go. To show yourself that whatever's coming for you is nothing but a blessing, brother. Great job. Great job. Eagles win. Great job because the Rams put up a fight, and whatever the quarterback for the Rams, whatever needle they giving him, they need people. We can't afford that needle because he numb and he moving and he throwing, and they did some good things too.
They
But
did.
the
They did.
Eagles was a little bit too tough for the moment, and it's two tales of two halves, two tales of two halves, and they answered. The Eagles did an awesome job. My man Cisco wanted me to shout out about the brother might get picked up. He's on the Houston Texans because I got to get it right. I was saying some other team, but he got released from the Houston Texans, and
C.J.
Eagles
Gardner
might
Johnson.
pick him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnson. They might pick him up, they might not. So there go your plug, Cisco. I don't think you're gonna get him, but if they get him, they're gonna put him on the practice squad first and then move him up because you got boys ahead of him that's on the team. Or he
Yeah.
might put him aside.
I, I,
However y'all do y'all thing.
yeah, absolutely. I think I don't know what Howie's going to do, but that is a great option to bring him back. But right now, Makuba looked really, really good. Sidney Brown, we'll see. There's a chance. But right now, I don't know. Like I said, I think as long as our defense is clicking, we might not need to bring him back. But
Well,
if
you
no one
might
pick
get
him
him
up
for
in waivers,
cheaper.
right,
You
we might
might
get him
get
for
him for
cheap.
cheaper.
Right. But I don't
Yeah.
know if we got rid of him because of money. I think a lot of it was due to conduct. But
No, I'm
uh,
saying regardless of that, you
right,
might still get him. It wasn't negative. We was just moving on, getting younger or a different style of play. It
right,
don't matter if he was a fixed piece. We could bring him back at a budget price. I ain't saying he got to get
right.
chicken feet, but it could be something. They what waived him or released him. They pay him whatever. He's free to be with anybody else. Hey, let's compensate the
Let's make it
difference.
happen. Let's make it absolutely,
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, but we're gonna go ahead and switch it up. Man, oh man, we got to get to another game. Chiefs and Giants. Before I show the actual score, well, you'll see it in this clip. I just want everyone to see how bad Russell Wilson is. Let me just break down the scenario before I bring up the clip. You are on the goal. You were first and goal. Right now, don't get me wrong. You're already getting beat. You're probably going to lose, but just have some dignity. It's the fourth quarter. 4 downs in a row. And I'm not making this up. This guy literally just throws the ball out of bounds. Doesn't even try. It's almost like he was just giving up. He is washed. Let me just show you real quick. Russell Wilson. Just look at this play. Just look at this clip. Mind you, it's fourth and goal. You're already losing 22-9. You got to make something happen. I don't care if you just run the ball. Look at this guy. Oh, let me just throw out of bounds. Where are you going with it? You don't even give your team a chance. And then you hear all the boos, all the sadness from all the fans. And it's just like, we're tired of it. We're tired of it. It is officially time to sit this man down, retire, go ahead, no disrespect. I'm not trying to get in your personal life. You have a beautiful, very talented wife. I think you just need to go ahead and enjoy your life with all the millions you made with Ciara and kiss the game goodbye. You're done for. There's no need to have you come back. Jackson Dart was drafted, I think, in the 3rd round. He has a lot of talent from Ole Miss. And I think he's going to be potentially the perfect quarterback for this franchise. He looked really good. I know it's preseason. I get it before anybody say anything. But he looked really good in the preseason. He looked comfortable. You can galvanize
Why
some
not
energy.
see?
Why not say you 0-3? What do you got to lose at this point? The good news is I think as of right now, the Giants did decide that I think Jackson Dart is going to start the very next game. But this was crazy, and I'm telling you, the Chiefs are not all of that. The Chiefs should have lost this game. Mahomes, the Chiefs are hurt. They have so much injuries. They're not the same team. Mahomes is not killing you with 400 yards passing anymore. They just don't have it. They have too many injuries in the wide receiver area. Their running game is if at that. You couldn't get nothing going. I mean, look at this: 18 for 32, 160 yards for Russell Wilson, no TDs, 2 interceptions. I mean, Scatterable was definitely trying to hold it down. He had a lot of energy, 10 carries, 60 yards. He was doing good, but you had to get away from the run because the Chiefs was too far ahead of you. It's time for Jackson Dart to play. Russell Wilson is done. What's your thoughts on that?
Russell Wilson was night and day. I told you, I think I'm gonna throw a little buzz out there. You think about the ball he threw away. This was different because it was an interception, and I think his pass is coming to haunt him. And this is the last time we'll see Russell Wilson unless Dart get hurt or something like that. Because please leave Jameis on the sideline. But anyway, I think from when the Seahawks played the Patriots and he didn't take and give the ball to Beast Mode, you know what I mean, for the touchdown, for Beast Mode could be the MVP. He sabotaged that, threw an interception, game over, Patriots win. It's coming to haunt him. He had an opportunity with a bad game. He wouldn't have won the game, but he would have put some points and showed some momentum for the next week going forward that they got it together and they showed some promise going forward. He threw it away. He could have even ran it. You see, the outcome is lazy thinking. I don't give a shit. I'm paid. I want to hear all this noise. New York is rough. I People don't understand them people out there with you could be cheered last week is what you done for me lately in the NFL. And them initials not for long goes to that quarterback, not for long. You
Yeah.
had 3 games to prove yourself and you wet the bed. You wet the bed, Wilson. It's time to go back up and be a proud supporter of Dart. Let your rookie get out there and show what he could do. All them teams with rookies need to let their rookies lead. Because if next year you go into the draft and you want a quarterback, you know what you got to do. Why waste them on the bench and not play them and don't see what you got? Because you could get other players. Wilson, you're finished. You're finished, and they better do some working on the defense. Defense got to come together, and he got one of the baddest wide receivers that we're number one. That
Man,
he can. If you can't hit him, it's time to get off the field, bro. It's time to get the young game with the young receivers. The strong running back. I'm sorry that they running back got hurt. Now number 44 got to be their workhorse. He's a bad boy. Number 44 is a bad boy. My son, my baby boy, keep telling me about him and showed me him. And number 44 is doing his thing. When you have Dart and him in there, it's gonna look totally different. They're gonna block better and they're gonna pass better. Watch the change since old man River got to get out. I
yeah.
ain't got no more for that, man.
Nah, I'm definitely with you there. Hey, look, he's made a lot of money in his career. Over $300 million. Go ahead
Enjoy your life.
and
Enjoy
just
your life.
enjoy your life. I mean,
But he
I
didn't
think
have to go out like that. I hope he get another chance to within the team if Dart got to come out for a second and just show some promise. But he going back to the sideline. He shouldn't have finished his career like that.
yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, we're gonna continue this week 3 recap of the NFL. Man, oh man, the next game that we have to get into is another rival of the Eagles. You may have heard about that documentary they had over the summer or as of recently, but them Cowboys, They went ahead and went to Chicago. Chicago defeated them 31-14, and literally showed them who's a strong contender in the NFC. I mean, I know it's only the Bears one game. They only won one game, but this is what they needed, because there's been a lot of talks about the Bears, reloading the offensive line, reloading the whole team on both sides of the ball to gear up for a playoff run. But they had a rocky start. But man, this was the game that they needed to get them to gain some momentum moving forward, especially in the tough division that they're in. And this is just further evidence that Jerry Jones, and I hate to say it, I don't wish nothing on the man, but I don't think he is going to live long enough to see his team make it back to a Super Bowl. It's just never going to happen. They make too many poor decisions. His defense on the Cowboys is abysmal. They can't stop nothing. I mean, their corners, that no matter if you're playing zone or man, you could throw all over them all day long. Every game they're giving up a whole lot of points. They're not stopping anything. Dak, once again, 2 interceptions, 31 for 40, dinking and dunking all game long. But when you need him the most, pick. You need him the most, another pick. It's just another reminder that even if you was to make it to the playoffs, you're one and done. The Cowboys just can't get – Jerry Jones can't get out of his own way. He doesn't know how to build a roster. He doesn't know how to put the right coaching staff in there. You let one of your best defensive ends go, literally a potential future Hall of Famer Michael Parsons. It is what it is. But shout out to Caleb Williams. He was, 19 for 28, 298, 4 touchdowns. Man, he was killing it, man. He had a really great game. Shout out to them. What's your thoughts on this game? Complete dominance.
If Caleb Williams wouldn't have crushed it, you'd have thought about his career might be over. He might be a bust. But they left it open for him so he could look like he should look. This is the way he needed to play. This is the way Johnson, the head coach, want him to play, to be disciplined. You ain't got to do all that USC stuff. They don't need that no more. They need you to go under center. They need you to play action. They need you to step out in the shotgun, which you're comfortable with, but you need to be comfortable with going under center. And what you did, you had a strong practice game with the Cowboys because they secondary is trash. I don't know what that injury did to Diggs, the corner, but he's not 100%. And my thing with the Cowboys, what the hell are y'all doing having CeeDee Lamb in the backfield like he's what's his name? Oh my God, what's that brother name, man?
We talking about the
man. CeeDee Lamb shouldn't be in the backfield because he's not that. He don't have the body type. He's skilled all over. If you motioned him and pitched him the ball so he could get a running start, so he could beat a lineman, he shouldn't have never got caught. How he got caught, and then the back foot went under the lineman. He stepped on his foot and twisted his ankle, high ankle sprain. Going to be out 3 to 4 weeks. That is not necessary. It shouldn't have never happened. If you ain't got no running backs to call to get out there, pay them, Jerry. You're the GM, pay them. So you can have a decent running back out there instead of this nickel and dime $2 million. Nickel and dime $2 million for NFL players. Ain't no nickel and dime. That's real money. But for NFL players, it's peanuts. Get a running back. Get a veteran out there. Smash mouth veteran. That's what y'all need. Y'all need somebody to push that middle open. You know what I mean? Go in them holes. Open it up to play action for Dak. But y'all regressed. Y'all regressed badly. And Dak can't play more than what he is. He's a basic quarterback, basic style. Pitch and catch to CeeDee Lamb and number 3 out there. Once Dak had to start doing stuff off the wire, it don't look good for him. He start throwing interceptions, start looking bad. Then you bring the backup in there. He throw an interception because The game is he's going too fast. He's going faster than the game allow him to go. He's supposed to come in and be the calming force. You know what I mean? So that's showing if that go down, we getting the same thing with the backup. Jerry, you're doing a bad job as a GM, bro. I don't care how old you are. You're a billionaire. All right, get on your yacht, relax, let your son or whoever run it to get it to where it need to be, so they could give you a Super Bowl before you move on to the next level. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't wish you no harm, but you gotta. Oh, congratulations, Chicago. Um, there's one
I,
guy at my job. That's his team. We've been laughing at him for the longest. He got a victory. Kudos to him on the Chicago Bears. They did an excellent job. Execute. That's all I got to say about that.
yeah. Nah, for sure. Yes, I'm gonna go to. So we're gonna go ahead and switch it up to the next game. Definitely congrats to Chicago. We're gonna see what it looks like for the rest of the season. Let's switch gears. This one, man, we want to talk about this game here. So we got the Texans losing to the Jaguars 17-10. Before we talk about the Jaguars, because even though they got a victory, I'm telling you right now, there's Trevor Lawrence ain't it. I'm just, before we get there, let's talk about. I'm gonna just talk about the Texans for 1 second. This brother, when he first hit the league, C.J. Stroud, man,
Hold up.
he was. It's just like Jalen Daniels. Like as soon as he came into the league, he was tearing it up. It was like, yo, this is a future Hall of Famer. This dude is they about to potentially win a lot of playoff games, and probably the next 5 years they're gonna go to a Super Bowl. I don't know what's
Son,
going
before
on with
you
him.
continue, hey son, before you continue, after that year that he had that good year, remember a lot of his pieces got bought out. People were
Yeah, they did.
snatching their players like crazy.
Yeah, that's very true. That is very true, and it shows. 25 for 38, 204, one TD, two picks. And if you look at how he's looked this season and how he's looked last season, it's just not the same quarterback. They try to bring in help. Nick Chubb is no slouch. You know, they brought him in from the Browns. You know, they're trying to get something going. You got Nico Collins. You got a whole bunch of receivers here that they're trying to make something work. It's just not working. They're just not the same team. He doesn't look comfortable. I don't know what's going on, but they need to figure something out with this team. And I believe in the coach. I think they got a great head coach. I definitely want him to be successful. But man, I don't know what's going on. And look, the other flip side of that coin, the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence got all this money. I really think the Jaguars made a mistake paying him all of that. I don't think he's worth it. And on top of that, you trade two first, and I love me some Travis Hunter. You trade two first-round draft picks. You trade your future away to move up to get Travis Hunter. The man got one reception for 21 yards. And then you got him on defense as a DB. You don't give up that much capital to utilize the man how you're utilizing Travis. What are
That was
y'all
ticket
doing?
sales, son. That was ticket sales. No
It's
splash, no nothing. It was just the name, the jersey sold out, everything. They traded that for money.
But now week 3, they're like, yo, he's just another player. And that's not the case because he's very talented, but
They don't know how to utilize them.
yeah,
They don't know
they
how to
don't.
utilize
They
them,
don't.
son.
And my whole thing is put him on both sides of the. I said play him. Like, do you like having him play like couple
Let them play
packages?
that slot and stop playing. Let
Right.
them get off. Y'all, what they doing, they giving everybody else that slot hit and all that stuff. They not utilizing them. Why wouldn't you take a piece of what they did in Colorado with him and mix him up? Yes, you got veteran players, but you have to put him in. He's that talented. But if you make him look normal and not feature him, he can't be what he is. Of course, they're going to take it away, but y'all not allowing him to be his gift to show. You're
Right.
not allowing it. And I think a lot of players on this team is hating on him. I think they don't want him to shine because what happened, he got all this money, front money. They still trying to get their groove on. He got a lock contract because he's not going nowhere. And I think they ain't shining for him. I really think. And Fabio, the quarterback, he's just had too many opportunities to do what he need to do, and he's not doing it. He refused to grow, and this is the double standard in the league, where the Houston Texans quarterback Strauss is struggling, and this woe is me. The Fabio on the Jaguars is struggling. Oh, he looks heroic. He looks this. It's BS. Bananas with this BS bull. Lord Jesus. But it's just comical. You know what I mean? It's comical. I
Right.
ain't man.
No,
God,
no, it is. It is. I mean, 20 for 40, completing 50% of your passes. I mean, it's embarrassing. They they can't get nothing going in the running game. They can't get nothing going in the passing game. You're
and they
making
got skilled players.
they
They
got
got
skilled
skilled
players.
players. The
You
quarterback can't do sugars.
you paying Travis Hunter all this money as a rookie, and you making
And not
Travis
utilizing
and
them.
you hurting his brand. And don't get me wrong, Travis is still trying to get acclimated to the NFL. Has he been getting burnt a little bit as a DB? Yeah. He's still trying to get acclimated, but he's still playing tough. He's right there with the guy. He's gonna get better.
And they throwing flags where they allow veterans to get away with it. It's a learning curve because what you could get away with it as a veteran, it seemed like as a rookie they want to make them look bad. I don't know if it's truly a conspiracy or not. Whatever, it is what it is. But Jaguars, get back in the office. He's not a trick pony. He's not a show car that you could show car for. You could just get tickets for people to come to the stadium. Utilize them and more people will come. They'll come if they happy with them. If they not too happy with them, they're going to do like they usually do, and your stadium's going to be half full.
Yeah, I just don't get it. I mean, shout out to Travis, man. I mean, yeah, they said it. The Jaguars bet big on Travis Hunter um, through 3 weeks, and his usage hasn't matched the cost. I mean, you're
Yeah,
underutilizing them.
they did not make a real plan to utilize it. All this in the preseason, you have to scheme for what you got. You bring a Ferrari in there, utilize him. Don't get a Ferrari and put regular gas in it. You got to utilize them and put that premium in there. And they're not utilizing them.
Oh boy! All right, we're gonna go to the next game here. Let's switch it up. We got the New York Giants. I mean, sorry, excuse me, New York Jets played Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who won 29 to
Great
27.
game.
This was a
Great
really
game.
great game. In this game, Justin Fields, I believe, is out for injury. Tyrod Taylor, shout out to him, former alumni of Virginia Tech, has been a great backup. Had some horrible circumstances that ruined his chance to be a premier starter. But regardless, he's always serviceable anytime you can utilize his resources. But shout out to the Buccaneers, man. Baker Mayfield is turning out to be that dude, man. The Browns made a huge mistake. As always, they don't know what they're doing as a franchise. But he was 19 for 29, 233, one touchdown. And just a clutch quarterback, man. When you think they're done and you think the Jets had this in a bag, this man just knows how to roll down the field, get them down the field, get themselves positioned for a field goal win or get a touchdown win. He's just that clutch of a guy. He has a lot of heart. He will tuck it and run it as well. He's not going to just go pass the ball. He has a lot of heart, man, and it shows. And this team rally around him. Between Baker and Bucky Irvin, they had 122 yards on the ground, so they were definitely sticking and moving. The Jets were no slouch. Like I said, Tyrod Taylor is serviceable. 26 for 36, 197, 2 passing TDs. He did have 1 pick. He got sacked 4 times, but Tyrod Taylor also ran it 8 times for 48 yards. So, like I said, decent game. You really thought they had this in the bag. Him and Tyrod and Garrett was really connecting. 10 catches, 84 yards, and a TD. By the end of the day, man, shout out to Baker. Missed the clutch and got it done. What's your thoughts on this game?
My thoughts is on the Jets. Keep Tyrod Taylor in there. What's going on with the Jets? They got life. They got battle. It was a great game. As far as the Jets go, I like their intensity. They secondary gave up some plays that shouldn't. They should have won this game. But Baker Mayfield and their rookie wide receiver number 0, he was tough. I don't have his name. I think you have his name up there. Um, but he was tough. He caught some nice passes for Baker to get down the field so they could kick that field goal. It was really crunch time. And I don't think the Browns, I think Baker Mayfield would have still struggled with the Browns because their system is bad. Their system is bad. He came to Tampa Bay. He looked like a total different quarterback. He's tough. He know how to play aggressive. They let him loose. They didn't try to tame him. No disrespect to him, but he's a little beast, man. He's a tough, wild beast. You know what I mean? I'm gonna call him. What's that little animal that's real tough and that ain't scared of nobody? Wolverine.
Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. You little Tasmanian devil. Good, thanks, son. I appreciate that. Because Baker don't, he's not scared of nobody. And that's awesome. That's awesome. I like his heart, I like his toughness, and I like his accuracy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they're gonna do some make some noise. The Jets they on the upside. I love the coach passion when he thought his team was gonna win. That was a hell of a block on a field goal attempt and jumped over the lineman without touching him and ran it back. That was awesome by number 9. You know what I mean? It was awesome, but it wasn't enough. Baker Mayfield turned that around, went up the field, and they got the winning field goal, and that game is history now. But
Yeah.
I would stay with Tyrod Taylor. I'm sorry. If what's his name come back, Justin
Well,
Fields come back, hey, you the backup now. I would stay with Tyrod Taylor. I'm
well, he
sorry.
did. He did have a great game first week. You know what I mean? Justin did show flashes him
Not
being the
that's
man.
fine. That's fine. But he got that toe stuff. You know what I mean? Take care of your toenails. You know what I mean? Get your shit fixed. Let the healthy man stay in there and go forward. When you get 100%, we'll see how it go. But right
Yeah.
now, go ahead and get your toes right.
Right. We're gonna switch it up. This will be our. We're gonna switch it up to our last game here that we're gonna cover for the NFL. That we're gonna cover two other. We're gonna cover a little bit of college football. But let's go ahead and switch it up to our last game here. This was Miami playing the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills getting the victory, 31-21. The Bills right now are literally the favorites to make it to number 1 seed right now, as they're just dominating the AFC and dominating on their games. And one, like I said, really close game versus the Ravens week 1. This one right here was a really must win for the Miami Dolphins. But before we talk about them, shout out to Josh Allen. He handled business. He was 22 for 28, very efficient, 213, 3 passing TDs. He got sacked twice. But, man, he just handled business. And as always, when he has to tuck it and run it, he tucks it and run it. James Cook was cooking. 19 carries for 108 yards, pretty much almost 6 yards a carry for a TD. They were dominating. Now, we flip it on the other side. The man that they should have never paid no money, just like Trevor Lawrence, they should have never paid Tua. Tua was 22 for 34, 146 yards, pedestrian. Two
He's
TDs,
damaged goods. Damaged goods.
and 1 interception. And the crazy thing is, you have Hill, you have Waddle, you have Connor,
Oh my
you got
God. He
all
got a
these
crew.
weapons. He got a crew.
A crew. He got a crew. And Miami, sorry, son, but Miami, go get Shador. All they need is an accurate quarterback. They don't need no flash in the pants lefty arm that can't do nothing. He damaged. All blessings to you, brother. You got enough money. Go back to Hawaii or wherever and live your life and enjoy. Stay in Miami if you want. But as far as a quarterback, quality quarterback, you need to get traded. They need somebody in there young, healthy, no broken bones, no fractured, nothing. Because you're not doing it. You got too many weapons, and you're not accurate at this point no more. You're not that Alabama quarterback no more. You know what I'm saying? You're in the pros. You did some good things, but it's not enough. The NFL's for what you done for me lately, and you ain't did sugars lately. Nothing. As far as the Bills go, kudos to Allen. I'm not no Allen. I'm an Allen football wise. I'm a fan. Competition wise, bananas. You know what I mean? Whatever to him. But as a individual football player, the man is nice. As competition, he's on the other side of of the field, and we got to make a difference when we meet him. He give us hell, and we got to overcome that. You know what I'm saying? Our first job is to take care next week with Mahomes, and that's gonna be tough. I don't care how dismal the team is; it's gonna be tough. But Allen is one of the. I respect Allen, and I respect his game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, please pick up Shador. I think Shador will be more than serviceable for the Dolphins.
I think so.
I don't
I
know what
think
they're
so.
doing, but oh man, I ain't gonna lie. It was an exciting week 3 of NFL, and man, it only gets better in week 4. It's just so much competition. Also, there's a lot going on in college football next week, week 4. I think it's Alabama and Georgia. I gotta look it up, but there's some big games coming
It's
up week 4 for college football.
football is going crazy.
Crazy,
Football is going crazy. Yes.
crazy. But we're going to talk about one game in particular in college football before we end the night. But before we talk about that game, we need to talk about an incident with Arch Manning, who I'm sorry to say, um, I don't think he's going to be all of that. But the verdict is still out for him for next year. I know he's going to stay again another year. He has more time to develop. But man, you play against
Yes.
Sam Houston. Sam Houston, you're Texas. You should be beating pretty much any team outside of the juggernauts by 40 points with ease. You had the nerve to score, right? Score a touchdown and stand over doing taunting. Like,
Did he get a flag?
I think he did get a flag for it. He did get a lot of criticism for it. But I'm like, you playing all big and bad when it's bad teams, but when you play against a good team or even a half decent team, you're trash. So we're gonna look at this tape real quick. Let me go ahead and try to center this up a little bit. But just look at this play. I think this is just crazy, man. This is not how you represent the Manning family. But we're gonna roll the
Got a goal.
tape.
Moore goes in motion. And Manning keeps it himself. Cutting up, gets into the end zone. Touchdown. He has been a pretty
Look
good.
at that. That's not necessary. What are you doing? It's Sam Houston. You just ran the ball in. You didn't run them off. You just ran the ball in. You didn't run the dude over. You didn't do anything that's like, wow. And even so is Sam Houston. You have yet to prove that you are a worthy quarterback in the college football. Like, I don't even think no one's even talking about him being a top 10 pick anymore. He has a
No.
lot to prove right now. And you're going to go ahead and do that. Let Shador do that. Now, don't get me wrong. He's getting criticism, which he deserves it. But let Shador do something like that.
It'll be over for
It'll
sure.
be over. It'll be over. You know what I mean? So he better get the criticism and the
And that's
harshness.
in the pros. And that's
Right.
in the pros because Shador's not a college player, as y'all all know.
Right. Exactly. So anyway, what's your thoughts on that before we switch it to this last topic?
Once again, nobody's hating on Arch Manning.
Right.
It's just that he got to develop. He's trying to find his way. He a young man. He don't know what's good for his team and what's not. Whether you score or not, Archie Manning, your talent level that you're playing against, be a little bit more humble. When you do that up against Georgia, you do that up against Alabama, everybody could see it. Everybody could see it. Or Ohio State, Penn State, whoever. When you're doing it against low-ranking schools, it don't look the same. You getting your hype, get your hype when they rank. It's a big difference when they rank, bro. You're not the Heisman hopeful that everybody thought because all that quiet down, all them visits stopped. Because what are you visiting for? What are you
Yep.
visiting for?
Yep.
This is just overhyped privilege, and you see the difference from privilege to have to earn it.
Facts.
Privilege and have to earn it. That's and nobody's making, nobody's hating. It's just actual facts. Privilege, no matter what he do, it seemed to be okay. Little criticism, but no, not privilege. Whoa, it's the end of the world. Let's
No.
move on with that.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely move. We're gonna definitely move on. We're gonna talk about our very last topic here for college football, and an honorable mention. North Carolina, Bill Belichick. That's not the game we're gonna talk about. We don't even want to talk about it. I don't even think the man cares about coaching and the college football. He literally is talking to, I think, his lady on the sideline. He looks so disconnected. He looked like, hey, I'm just here to give my son an avenue to be a head coach of this school. But anyway, we'll talk about Bill another time. But we got to talk about one other person that we got to talk about more than anybody else. That's that good old Dabo Swinney. And
Yes.
man, oh man, you had Syracuse visits Clemson at
Orange
home.
men. Orange
Orange
men.
men. And Syracuse got it done, beating Clemson 34-21. If I'm not mistaken, the score was much higher than that, I believe, with Syracuse, but Clemson came back and scored another touchdown. But complete dominance over Clemson. Just to get into the stats, I mean, Clemson, look at this, man. He had to throw forever. I mean, look how many attempts he made. 37 for 60, almost 400 yards, 363, 3 TDs with a pick. They also had over 100 yards. Randall had 16 carries, 130 yards. You would think with stats like this, it would be some sort of victory. But no, it really played down to the simple mistakes with Clemson. They couldn't overcome it, and Syracuse just executed efficiently on everything they need to get done. And that goes to show. I mean, look here. 18 for 31, 244, two passing touchdowns. Then you had Collins come in, 3 for 8, 34 yards. I believe Steve Anginelli got hurt. So the backup came in, Ricky Collins, 3 for 8, 34 yards, another TD. They just got the job done, right? They got another TD running. Syracuse came in.
Team effort.
And team effort and dominated and made Clemson, I think the first time in his tenure, at least in a while, 1-3. They're garbage. They're done. I mean, they're lucky enough that if they win a few games and make it to a bowl game. They're just not the same team.
First of all, he came on national TV and did his
Last week.
history, what
Right.
he did for the school, what he did. Listen, everywhere what I talk about, privilege over circumstance. If you don't have the privilege, you get fired. If you have the privilege, you could bring up stuff that's irrelevant at this point in time going forward.
Right.
His voice is stale. I'm not saying he can't coach. He can't coach at Clemson no more. He need to go take that voice elsewhere. He didn't told y'all could fire me if you want. I get another job. I'm 55 years old. I work again. Well, then fire his butt and let him go work again. Because I was gonna cuss, but I don't need to. Let him go. He got enough money. He's rich. Pay him out. Let him go. Shop for a new coach. change up the school. The school is a big quality school. Dabo had his time. He had his time. Now it's time for a new voice. That's it. You do it to everybody else. That's not privilege.
Yeah.
You do it to everybody else that's not privileged. Put your feelings aside with this school and let them go. Let them move forward. Let them finish the year at or release him now. He's still going to get paid and start setting them in a new direction and start going to the portal and get some talent, more talent there. They need competition to battle. When Dabo was doing it, the talent was doing it. You know what I mean? But now it's not there.
It's
It's
over,
not
right?
there.
And the NIL
It's not
world,
there.
in the NIL world, he's getting killed. The level, it's a level playing
Because
field.
yeah, everybody know you couldn't get nothing from him. And then when he jumped in, how secure is my bag now? Like it or not, that's the way it is. They should have been paid a long time ago. It's good to get an education, priceless for the rest of your life. I'm never
And,
going to knock that part. But
and,
at the same time, you shouldn't be scraping to eat when you're 300 pounds and they give you two little sandwiches and tell you you'll be all right. No, I'm glad them brothers is getting paid so they can live the way they live because everybody do not make it to the NFL
and
and you hating against something where you get millions, but they get garbage. And that slave ship is gone. Either you adjust to the new world order or you leave and go to a school that don't do none of that.
right.
Because that's the way the future is now. You're making too much money. The institution is making too much money. And now it's time to share and pay the hands.
And just to add, um, it's only going to get worse because you now have more teams like Georgia Tech. Virginia Tech has made a major announcement. They're up in there. I think their yearly money for athletics with the $200 million. You got other schools, I believe, doing the exact same thing. You know, schools know they got to spend.
Oh, let me announce it. Dabo, don't leave Clemson and go to Virginia Tech, please.
Nah, he would never. I can't see him doing that. But at
You
the end of
never
the,
know. Some people are spiteful, son. Some people will do stuff just to get back at certain people and to be spiteful. He wouldn't mind living in West Virginia. Believe me, he would fit right in with West Virginia.
well, Virginia,
Dabo show
West Virginia.
Dabo show who he is in the climate we live in all the time. He's that because, like I tell a lot of people, because you're around other people, that don't mean you're not who you are when you're around your people. I'm gonna leave it at that.
We're gonna leave it at that. Other than that, man, oh man, it was another great show. Another amazing weekend for the NFL as we recap week 3. College football wraps up week 4, heading into week 5. Honorable mention to Colorado. Colorado did get a victory over Wyoming. I believe they got BYU next week. Caden Salter looked really, really good. Hopefully he
And
continue
they need
that.
to stay with him. We need a balance. Stay with him. And that Slim brother, number 9, we need to play him a lot more. He's a good threat.
Right. And we never talked about it, but we'll end it with this. There's been a lot of threats about the Eagles tush push. Look, don't complain, just stop it. And it's been stopped before when teams figured it out. I think one player talked about it. It was like the way how you stop that, you just load it up with defensive tackles. You put all as much weight up the middle as you can. You can't do it with like 2 or 3 D tackles and like 5 linebackers. You're never going to stop it. You got to put ham hocks against ham hocks. But anyway, if you can't stop it, I mean, watch out, join us. Do it yourselves, but you can't. You don't have a Jalen Hurts. But I'll leave it at that. Other than that, please subscribe, like, comment, provide all the info, feedback to us about how y'all liking the show, what topics we should have covered, and what's your thoughts about everything we talked about. I want to hear y'all feedback as well. We're going to continue to keep doing this channel as we continue to grow and continue to hit that milestone. We just got the channel started, but like I said, it's a grind, but we're going to keep doing it. We love doing this, love talking sports, and appreciate y'all. We love the feedback we get from everybody.
And also, we're gonna chime in at the Birdhouse Sports Show. We're gonna chime in on the NBA about to start up soon, and we're
Right.
gonna we're gonna get into a lot of things, a lot of different sports. The WNBA playoffs is going real good. Um, I hope the Aces win over the Indiana Fever, but they a tough team, so we're gonna chime in that too. We ain't forget about the women. We know the women is very professional, very strong in their game,
Absolutely.
and we gonna surely speak about the victories in the playoffs about that as well. So stay tuned. We're gonna come back to you with more and more exciting stuff. And listen, people, stay safe. Always give it up to the man above, and just be humble as much as you can. That's
Absolutely.
all I have to say. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. We
Appreciate y'all.
need all of y'all help. We need all y'all comments. We need everything from y'all. Please, thank you for everything so far. Keep subscribing and liking and commenting what my son said. Just do it all. Thank y'all. I'm giving y'all thanks early. Thank y'all.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. Peace. Stay tuned.
Peace.